Well, hello everyone. It's Joni here from Joni's Journals. It's been a minute, hasn't it? I want to thank everyone who went over and checked out my video from yesterday for my day 26. And, excuse me, I just needed a drink. Thank everyone for all of your lovely comments and let you know that I am finishing up and getting to my comments. I also want to let everyone know that on my creepy giveaway, which I'll be doing late on June 30th, again, probably late in the evening, I want to give everyone a chance to comment on it. I am not commenting back. What I'm doing is liking and giving a heart, because on my last giveaway, I noticed that one of my comments scanned through when I was doing the random comment picker. So I don't think that it's a good idea for me to comment back, because my comments become part of the overall comment base that the comment picker picks from. It was weird. So I just want to let everybody know that I also want to thank you for your lovely comments on that video. But again, just for safety's sake, because I don't know if I can figure out how to get the comment picker to repick, I am not commenting back. All right, where we are at. You know that yesterday was my day, and it was day 26, and I am still there for technically only one day behind, because today is the 27th, and I will not show the 27th make on the day of the 27th. So what I figured we would do is I have a whole bunch of stuff all prepared. I have the whole idea laid out in my head, so you guys are going to do that with me. But what I did want to do was catch you up, because my last video, I'm still up to day 18 showing you what I've made. So we're going to go through quickly. This is the player piece on this one was a section of wallpaper had been ripped away, revealing the almost illegibly scrawled words, "Get away." And the reason I have my hand over that is because I want to give you a surprise. Now, when I looked at this tag, I said, well, I do want to cut it apart to make it a little bit spooky. But then I figured, how could we get somebody to actually look at what I made? So why, in my mind, would these two gorgeous young children be standing behind this ripped piece of wallpaper? Well, when you pull them away, you get a tiny little surprise. What I did was I made a little 1-inch hole, and it's kind of a peekaboo hole. You can see my hands through there now, because the words "get away" are coming from our spooky skeleton lady, who is also joined by her spooky skeleton husband. So I just thought that that was a little bit fun. And that's the way I did that one. For day 19, the player piece on this was Rose shuddered as a stone suddenly dropped to the floor beside her. So I made a little envelope. I haven't tucked anything into it yet. I was having a little bit of a mental breakdown trying to figure out what I could put in there. So I just figured I would leave it empty for now. But on the front, I put the now skeletons of the doctor and his wife standing amongst the outbuildings surrounding the property, because as you know, the doctor was killed in one of those outbuildings. Okay, so that is my day 19. For my day 20, our player piece says, horrified to discover several plates and bowls laying on the kitchen floor, broken on the kitchen floor. So I put our mischievous little ghost girl wearing her Harlequin mask. And what I did was I just printed this tag out twice. And so I want to try and tilt it so maybe you guys can see I don't think you can. Well, maybe you can. I always think you can, you can't, and you can. What I did was I cut the plates out and I raised them up on the foam tape so that it looked kind of 3D. But now this little mischievous little girl, having broken all these plates, we have our skeleton bartender guarding all the bottles in her bar because she doesn't want this little girl who's breaking plates to come in and break all of her bottles of liquor. Because how can you be a bartender without liquor? I just was feeling silly. Okay, and this one, I have to give a shout out to my friend Celeste. She is woodland inspired on YouTube, and she does so many pretty things. And she had done like a little series where she was showing how she embosses with her Sizzix machine. And I sat and I watched it and I was like, wow, can't I just do that on one of the tags? So this is my day 21. And the player piece for today says they learned about the Committee of Psychical Investigators and its most famous researcher, Ernest J. Brundle. So again, we have our handsome Ernest and his sidekick, Dorothy Blakely. And I just took the tag from the day and I added on one of the little freebies, the CPI case 374. And on the back, I put the map. And of course, well, on the front, oh my goodness, I left something off. Oh well, on the I was going to put the little tag on the front that says unsolved, and I don't know what I did. Oh well, it disappeared. Okay, so boo-boo, guys. But what I did was I took the map of the Lower Craftly, and on the back I put case solved because on the front it was supposed to say unsolved. I don't know what I did. Well, anyway, there's a story behind this. This days actually was one of the little file folders. And so if you can see, I did some embossing on here. And what happened was, it was such a heavy emboss that when I went to fold the file folder in half, like it's supposed to be, it began to tear. All of the little steampunk gears and stuff started to rip away, and underneath here one of them is torn. So I decided instead of just using the file folder as a file folder, I would make it a big gigantic tag. So that's what happened on there. And then I backed it because I wanted to keep it safe. The pieces that were ripping off, I guess I didn't listen to Celeste very well, but I'm gonna tag her in this video. So go over. She does have a video showing how to do embossing and also a couple on how she does her die cutting. It's very informative. And like I said, she makes some really pretty things. Not grungy like me, but really pretty things. Okay, so that was my day 21. My day 22, again, is a little envelope. I don't have anything in here. After a few more days in which the house remained quiet, Mr. Brundle finally pulled his Ford motor car onto the driveway of Craftley Hall. Now, what I did do here, and I know you can see it because it's reflecting, was I took my embossing machine and I embossed on the Judykins window plastic that I use a lot, because it is embossable. And so I took one of my Tim Holtz embossing plates. I can't remember what it is, but it's the one that looks like a tree. And I embossed it and I ink dyed it because I thought that if Rose and Jeffrey might be looking out one of the windows from the house, they could see Ernest's Ford motor car. But because the house is so old and still kind of unkempt and dirty in spots, they were looking through a very dirty window. Okay, so that was my day 22. My day 23, Brundle immediately got to work setting up his equipment. So again, I used a piece of the window plastic and I die cut out a rectangle here, same as I did here. And I put the window plastic behind it and I glued the image of the camera to the tag, and I just glued the tag together and left it as is because I figured that this would kind of imitate Ernest looking through the lens of his camera. I thought that the window plastic could make it look like that. And then on the back, because I glued it together, I wanted to put something. Here is one of our spooky little children running away from Ernest's camera because she doesn't want to be seen. And for day 24, our little player piece says the notebook he had placed on the side table only seconds before now lay open and torn on the other side of the room. So on the front of this little file folder, I put a picture of Ernest Brundle with his little name underneath. Excuse my printer, it's having a bellyache. And Ernest thinks, oh my goodness, what happened to my book? Now it's laying on the floor. So when he rolls over to check the side table, boing, I have one of those little springy things, the little springs I could use in a card, and that you can probably see there. I put a little spider, because what does Ernest find on his table but a little spider making a web on the lamp that's beside the bedside table. So what I did was I used my little springy, I cut out one of those spiders, I added some of the Tim Holtz, the spooky cloth that he puts out to make it look like a web. And of course he has a low clock and one of his meters checking to see if there really are any ghosts in the room. So that was my day 24. Now we are going to make day 25. For those of you who watched my video from yesterday, it was a two-parter. This was my tag for day 26, okay, that I showed you guys how to make. It was a 3D pop-up card. And this was my other little tag book that I made. And I already did a flip through, so I'm not going to do that. So for now, we are kind of caught up because day 26 was already done by me. And what I figured we would do is we would put together day 25. Now I have a lot of little pieces, parts laying here because I prepared everything. I took one of the Tim Holtz baseboard windows and I put some vellum behind it. You can see there that I put the vellum behind it. And I've cut out some other little pieces that I want to add to the card. But this was the tag that was included for the day because our player piece says, Ernest noticed the word you written into the condensation on the larger of the two mirrors by the sink. Similar things continued to occur. So I went through my ephemera, I printed out some new, and I cut out the image of the sink with the window, the mirror rather, that says you. But since this was the tag that was included, that's the tag that I'm going to put on the front of the tag that came for the day. Now, in my mind, it would be very rude not to have a door on the bathroom. So that's what I have taken my little window. I am going to use this as a door, but we are going to put it together because who is hiding behind the door but the theme of the Little Crafty Hall thing, a set of spooky twins. Now, what I've done, I've put the vellum on, and I've also, as you know, I use the double-sided tape to hold the vellum to things because it doesn't do well with our little liquid glue. So I already adhered the vellum. I have put another set of sticky tape onto the back of the vellum because what we are going to do is we are going to put our little bathroom door together, okay? I have taken a piece of another background that I have extra because I've been printing extra backgrounds because I use them randomly here and there throughout this make. So what the first thing we're going to do is we are going to adhere our bathroom door to our spooky twins. Now you can see it's shiny. I haven't done anything to them. I haven't put any collage medium on them or anything to that effect. So what we're going to do is I am going to find my little thingy here. And we're just going to use our sticky, double-sided sticky tape, which if it doesn't come off, I'm going to close off the camera and come back to you because I was having a little bit of a problem with it before. I'm getting near the end of the roll and I'm wondering if it's just too sticky now. All right, it's going well so far. Let me not curse it. All right, we're getting that off. Oh my goodness. And we have one little last piece. And of course I'm sticking to the double-sided tape. Now if I could just see it. Okay, I think I've almost got it. Up. Okay, come on. Oh, come on now. Oh, I think we got it. Okay, patience is a virtue. Now, I have cut this piece out to be basically the same size as our little window door here. And I am just going to stick it down, trying to see around the tripod so that it sits. I glued the girls to another piece of paper, and that's why we have so many layers. I'm going to have to pick this up, guys, because in order to get everything to work right, I wouldn't be able to put any glue whatsoever getting the girls behind the window. Okay, hopefully that's straight. Oh, yep, there we go. All right, so now we have our little vellum window adhered to our set of spooky twins. Okay, now we do have some parts we're going to have to cut off. You know what? Let me get my little tiny scissors so that I can handle this a little bit better. These are a little bit easier to trim with when I do have some bulky stuff. So now we're going to just cut off the parts that are hanging over. And like I said, I cut these to fit, but I did leave them a little bit bigger so that I left room for error. Okay, so now we have our girls in our window. Can you see how that works? That makes them kind of look kind of spooky, like they're peeking out of the bathroom at Mr. Brundle going, you don't really belong here. So now what we're going to do, I'm trying to figure out which way is the best way. Okay, we're going to do this. We are going to glue our little background piece to the back of our window. And we can do that because the vellum is on the window itself and not against the girls. So once I glue this down, I'm going to do just a little bit of inking so that we make it look spookier than it really is. Well, it is kind of spooky. I mean, you got these two ghostly twins staring out at you from behind the bathroom door. That's, I'd be a little freaked out at that. All right, and let's put this down and try to get it straight here on the back. And I think we did a pretty good job. I just want to make sure that it's sticking all the way around. We're going to have to do some trimming again, but that's okay. All right, there we go. We've got that part down. And I really think I should have, you know what? I think what we're going to do is we're going to see if we can get this off. If we can't get it off neatly. Oh, yeah, we can. We have to glue our little, what do you call it? Our little hinge for our door. We should have glued that down first. All right, let's glue our hinge down. I kind of knew that it just didn't look right. We're going to glue our hinge in between our layers on our door like so, and kind of try to make them centered. There we go, that's better. Because now we can use our background to hide our hinge, because we're going to hide the other half of our hinge. I kind of looked at it while I was gluing the stuff down, and I'm going, am I supposed to put the hinge in first? Or should I put the hinge in first? I'm like, nah, I don't really need to put the hinge in. I should have put the hinge in. Okay, let's re-glue this. We caught it just in time before it became a big tragedy. So let's glue this back onto our window here. And there we go. All right. All right, well, it didn't come out as neat as I wanted, but that's okay because it still works. Okay, this is a hinge I made for something else that I did in another make for Creep on June, and it has several folds in it already. I had scored it a few times because I had a little bit of an idea to do something. And so, yeah, we can just keep, yeah, it's fine. Okay. All right, now we have it glued down onto the back of our bathroom door. So let's trim around and get rid of the excess we don't need, like so. Okay. You guys should be honored. I usually make most of the messy stuff before I make my video. So in case I do make any errors, like I'm doing now, I can correct them and have everything perfect. But I figured, you know what? I would just let you come along today and see that not everything comes out perfect the first time. See, like our hinge is a little bit crooked, but I think we'll be okay. All right, can you see that? There's our little hinge. Like I said, this piece has several hinges, not hinges, score lines in it already, so it's a little bit mushy. But now let's go around and we'll ink our edges. Oh, I forgot. You know, guys, this is a day of all days. I have a little doorknob, and I'm going to just glue that to the back. See, that's our little doorknob. What I did was I punched out a little 1-inch circle, and I put a paper fastener in there, and then I backed it because the bathroom door needs a doorknob. Okay, so we're going to glue our doorknob on, but first we're going to ink. I knew I forgot to show you guys something. Let's just go around it in black. Since I did ink, I roughed up the window frame with my sanding disc, and I went around and I inked the window in black, the window frame rather. So let's just go around and we'll ink our window, the back of our door rather, in black, and we can catch up that little piece we used for our hinge, like so. Okay, so there we have our door. Now this is going to get glued to the back of there. But first we need to add our doorknob. Can't have a door without a doorknob. I think what I'm going to use, excuse me, oh, I'm sorry. What would a video be from with me if I didn't bump the camera at least once? I think I'm going to use my teddy bear glue, because it's a little bit more precise and I can use less of it to be able to be sure that what I'm gluing down will glue down. And I really should have put a doorknob on the other side, because once you get in the bathroom, you can't get out. All right, let's just glue on our doorknob to the back of our door like that. Okay, guys, now you see? We have a little doorknob on our door, which will also be used kind of like a little tab. Okay, I really should have put a fastener on the back. But oh well, we do make mistakes. Now what we are going to do, since I finally remembered to do everything, is we are going to glue our door. You see, I cut everything out to be about the same size. We are going to glue our door onto the back of this tag. Now, with any luck, everything should work out right, because I did make everything the same size. Let me bring this a little bit more to the center. I know I've been a little bit off screen. All right, I am just going to add some glue to the other side of our little hinge, and we're going to glue our tag down to the hinge. We're going to leave plenty of room in between, because we want the hinge to swing freely. Okay, now let's squeeze that down. Make sure it's straight. It's relatively straight. Might be off just a bit. But there we go. Okay. So now we have our bathroom door, which opens to our spooky, messy bathroom with the word go. Okay. Now, what I have also done, and what we're going to do together, and hopefully this will work, I have one of those old-fashioned label makers. And so I punched out a few little labels that I thought we could put on the back of our door. And I punched out, you must leave. Okay. So I figured, you know, there were no label makers back in those days, but who cares? It's ours. It's our Craftly Hall journal, our Creep on June. We can do whatever we want. So I'm just going to add the word you. And then I think this one's going to need to be cut down a little because it wouldn't come out of the machine properly. So first let's peel off the back. And then what I'll do is I will just grab my scissors. I'm going to use these because they don't get stuck to things. I'm going to cut off that extra piece of label. And then we're going to peel the back off of this one. And we're going to add the word must. I think this is a little bit more stern than you go. And then we have the word leave. So we're going to add that onto, whoop, get that sticky off my finger. You must leave. Go. All right, now what we'll do is we will glue our whole little door thing onto here, like so. Okay, so I'm going to take my PVA glue, which gives us a little bit more playtime than the teddy bear glue. And we're just going to go around, and we're going to put glue all the way on the back of that. And we are going to kind of lay our door down kind of more towards the side of the tag because we want our hinge to move freely. And I kind of want it up towards the top because I am going to, I don't know if I want to, yeah, I think I'm going to stamp my day number 25 onto the front of the tag. Like so. So there we go. We have our spooky girls in the bathroom door with our little doorknob. We flip it open. You must leave. Go. Okay. And now what we'll do is we will take our little player piece and the other bathroom image, which says you, and we're going to glue that to the inside of our tag, like so. You can see I've done some stenciling. When I printed these tags out originally, my printer really did have a bit of a bellyache. And so it was not printing very well. I should have closed my ink. Closed my glue. Speaking of ink, I needed a new ink pad. Ugh. Now I'm not going to be able to. There we go. I want to use this so it'll dry quickly. And maybe I'll grab out my little number stamps. I'm going to glue this down kind of on an angle. Yes, my friend Celeste at Woodland Inspired loves that I glue things down on an angle. And I said to her, it kind of adds more interest to whatever you're gluing down, what you're gluing it down onto. And it will also do a world of good for filling up empty space. Okay, oops, sorry I hit you. And then we're just going to take our little player piece and we are going to glue that down too. So yeah, as I was saying, I did some stenciling on the inside of the card because my printer had a bellyache. And I was running out of, I don't know what color ink, but everything got these kind of weird yellowish lines running through it. And so I wanted to kind of hide that. There we go. Earnest notice, the word you, written into the condensation on the larger of the two mirrors by the sink. Similar things continue to occur. So there we have it. There's our day 25 tag. Maybe we should do something up here. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do up here. Maybe we'll just put a grommet. No, you know what? We'll leave it. I'm just going to stamp my day 25 onto the front of my tag. And if I do change it, if I do decide that I want to do something different with this part of the tag, I will show you in my next video, because we still have to do day 27 and day 28, and then we will be pretty much caught up. I want to try and get those videos filmed today too. You can hear we have complete silence behind us. That's because it's nap time for the children. Ha ha ha. The puppy dogs is who I mean. Okay, I put my little thing. I can hear them stirring in the other room. So they probably are waking up. But with any luck, I'll be able to finish another tag today. All right, so there we have day 25. Okay. There you go, guys. I hope you had fun doing that. I know I haven't really been making as many tags with you as probably I should be. But yeah, I am definitely going to do something up there. That emptiness is just bothering me. All right, let's put our little numbers back together. And I just want to tell you again, welcome to all of my new subscribers. Welcome back to all of my continued subscribers. This has just been so much fun. And I'm so glad to have all of you guys around. And again, thank you for all of your lovely comments. So yeah, there we have it. Here's the day 25 with our little opening door. You must leave. I just figured I would bring you along and let you see how sometimes my things get messed up. And again, day 24, day 23, day 22, day 21. Now I have to find the label that says unsolved. Day 19. Oh, here's 20. 19, 18, and of course, my two makes from my days, which was yesterday, the 26th. So bye for now, guys. I will see you soon. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment, and be sure to check out the description box below. I always link Tracy's website, the Etsy link where you can purchase her kit. I link my Etsy shop. I link my KoFi. I link my Instagram, and I link my Facebook. I haven't caught up posting all my pictures of everything yet, but I will be doing that soon. In addition, once this is done, I have about 4 or 5 journals that I'm going to be listing in my Etsy, and once that's done, I'll do a flip through on the channel. I'm hoping to do Christmas in July. I have some special paper, Elizabeth Craft Designs, on order that we might play with randomly here and there. So bye for now, guys. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment. Lots of love and big hugs, and I'll see you soon. Bye.